Agapito here for Moshville Times, straight out of São Paulo, Brazil. So today I have the honor of being here with Andre Gubber, which is the guitarist of Siegrid Ingrid, which is one of the most legendary underground death metal bands and extreme metal bands from around here. So Gubber, how are you today?
Hey guys, how are you? I'm fine. Uh, Happy to talk with Moshville.
So to start off here, to give some context, Siegrid Ingrid released their third album, Back from Hell, last year in around September, end of the year, and it was their
Yeah,
first album in over 25 years. So, Gubert, I'd like to ask you, the band returned to activities in 2019 after a few years of hiatus. How was it like returning with the band?
yeah. In fact, we returning 19. We call it was stopped for a long time because the the problems with drug addiction of Maropolki, and we can't reunite it again to play. This is the cause that we stopped for this long time. Then someone called me and say to reunite to have some coffee and talk about to maybe return the band. Then we returned the band in April, I think April 29, uh, 19, sorry, 19. Then we placed the old songs and recorded a new one, a single called "Damned Conviction," and we released this single in April 12th, and we made some gigs, 3 or 4 gigs here in São Paulo, but then in February, March started the war pandemic, and we need to stop to rehearsal. But basically, uh, when we stopped because of the pandemic, we start to play the songs and compose some new material, new songs at home, and then we record the album separated. And I think the thing started to we start to record and think about the new album during the pandemic because we don't have time to we don't have how to reunite to rehearsal with the other members. And one important thing that during this uh, 20 years that we stopped the band, I played the guitar with Evandro Jr., the drummer. We have other music projects, but the other guys no. And our personal lives changed a lot. We got married, changed to other city, and life changed. Our personal life changed. And but basically in pandemic, we we concentrated our ideas to compose the album.
So, keeping with this theme of personal lives and whatnot, the album, it's the lyrics, they have some very dark and heavy themes that are all based with the personal lives of each member, right? That's where the name comes from, the Back from Hell.
Yes, yes.
Could you speak a bit more about these themes and the personal battles you guys had to go through during the process of the hiatus?
Yes, we know Back from Hell is not exactly a fresh name, but we discussed about that. Oh, Back from Hell, okay. There are other albums with the name, but Mauro said this is my war. This is I have this. I have to talk about it, about the the difficulty that I have to during my battle against the drug addiction and other problems, other personal problems that we have during this time. But of course, what he his battle was the problem about, no? About during this time. It was a hard problem. Then we wrote three or four songs in Portuguese to go. We think there are some messages that we need to stray to say to go straight to our natives here in Brazil, for example. Then we choose Portuguese in three or four songs. For example, Drásticas Consequências and Nojo. The songs are dark lyrics, but it's about our vision about the humanity mainly during the process of pandemic and people dying and some people mainly our media, Brazilian media, say, "Oh, this is our chance to change the world. Humanity will be better after the pandemic," and we think this is totally bullshit. Will not happen. We are not so good. We will not change the kind to act. We also wrote about other themes, feminicide, or feminicide. Sorry, I don't know exactly.
Yep.
Is constantly is unusual to is a problem constant here in Brazil, in big cities here in Brazil. We asked Mayara Puertas from Tortor Squad to record the song to participate with us, and it was amazing. Basically, it's about this kind of problem that we need to fight during these years of pandemic.
So, how would you describe the sound of the album? How did you transmit these ideas from the themes into the sound of the album?
I think the sound is a mix of death metal with thrash, old school thrash metal, and hardcore. Basically, this is our school because we started the band in '89. I just Mauro is the only lineup former, but I am the second one. I started the band in '92. I recorded Piss It Off, Cops Falls, and we always think to play to mix these elements of metal. But I think Back from Hell is more death metal than the others.
I was gonna ask something similar. How would you say that the sound of Siegrid Ingrid has evolved over the years?
Well, it depends. We have some members. When we change the members, our sonority, I think, changes because how mainly the drama. But I think we always think do more brutal song than than the others. We are thinking and do some very aggressive, but it's something that is go natural. I did a riff that this is not so good. We are changing.
So Back from Hell was very well received here in Brazil. It had a very good reaction from fans, from critics. What was the band's reaction seeing how people had liked the album?
Well, we know that when this time during this time that the band have been stopped to end years. Maybe some guys are so young to know the band nowadays. Then we need to. We are very happy to know that people are hearing our songs, our album, but we need to show the old stuff also to people to know our history. This is our this is a kind of problem that you need to sorry, encarar. No, we need to face
The
this.
problem you need to face, to take on.
Probably need to face it because some people are so young and don't know the band, and we did some good song and some noise in the past. This is also that we changed. We think that is very important for us nowadays. Also, not just the new album, but the whole history of Siegrid Ingrid.
So The Corpse Falls was released back in 1999, and Back from Hell was released last year. So a difference of 24 years. How would you say this big period of time affected like your influences and you guys in a more personal level? And how would you say these changes affected the final product presented?
I think the technology nowadays is helped us a lot to compose, to record, to practice more. I think this is, and I need to say that is actually uh, is cheaper. In fact, it's cheaper to record an album than compared to 20 years that we need to go necessarily. You need to go to a studio and to record and pay a lot of hours during this process. Is very stressing and costs a lot. And nowadays, we need a producer, of course. We don't have this knowledge to produce the full album, but I think it's more productive because you can record and change the tracks and talk about the song.
So the band was formed by Mauro Punk in around 89, 1990, and you came in around 92, which means the band has been active for practically 30 years now. How would you say that the Brazilian underground scene has evolved and changed over these years?
Well, I think that the infrastructure is 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 better than the past, but some things not. nothing changed. Uh, but I think in the past, yeah, the people go went to the show, went to the shows, to the gig, and nowadays some people don't like to go to underground gigs to see bands, to know other bands, um, because I don't know why. Because the internet, because the YouTube, because they don't like the current bands that we have. People change. I don't know. I prefer the past, but we
Yeah.
need to face this. How I did. We need to face this. This is not this can't go our ghost. We need to face it. The new generation, and we are not so old, but we this change of thinking about it. I know I have a young uh, son, and he thinks totally different for me. He basically know music and, about the internet, about YouTube, about using streaming.
So about the streaming services, Spotify, YouTube, and all the other ones, how would you say they changed music? What would you say was their impact on music?
I I think that uh, it's easier to people know music, to know a lot of music. In fact, we have a lot of music in YouTube and Spotify, but uh, people used to change the tracks quickly and go deeply to listen the full album, for example, as was as we as we did in the past. We buy a cassette, a tape, or a CD, and list and all the album, the full album. And now I think the people change it, skip the track quickly, don't pay attention in the full. I think this is the reason for bands release a lot of singles nowadays. I don't know if he is better than the past. In fact, I don't know. I don't know how to say. We know we released it Back from Hell also in CD physically in CD. This is good because have a lot of people that still learn and still buying CD, but we need to be realistic. People nowadays used to listen music using uh, this kind of share streaming. No,
So to end off here, where do you see Sigrid Ingrid going in the future? What would you say are the band's plans for the future?
I think day by day we're not so younger, and we plan to we we plan to play more. We want to play more here in Brazil, basically. I think Brazil is very great country. There are a lot of cities, and we play obviously to play in Europe or United States when we have prepared to. I think in maybe next year. I don't know exactly how, but we are preparing to make this dream come true.
So before we end off, do you have anything you'd like to say to the Moshville Times audience?
Yes, I would like to thank, first of all, sorry about my English. I would like to thank you very much, Moshville, you, Daniel, Jay-Z Press, um, and asking people to invite people to know more about Siegrid Ingrid and more about Brazilian underground scene. Thank you very much.
So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Gubber from Siegrid Ingrid. Go check them out. They're on all the streaming services: Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, YouTube. Go look at their older stuff, their newer stuff. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.